Roxsane Tiernan. I'm a BC artist and author. I like writing and particularly poetry, and I really like art that interprets the wet, wild west coast of British Columbia. I belong to the Federation of Canadian Artists and the Burnaby Artists Guild, the South Delta Artists Guild, and arts councils in Surrey, North Van, New Westminster, and Burnaby. So I keep busy and I'm up to date with the art. I like to do mixed media more than anything else. But most of the time I do shigirie, which is a Japanese torn paper thing. And the other thing that I do a lot of is acrylics. So when I'm using acrylics, I'm more apt to do semi-abstracts. And sometimes this is an acrylic of the Gold Stream on Vancouver Island. And I really liked how the light came through onto the stream early in the morning. So those kind of things I do. But other times I just like to put paint down and see where it takes me, because painting is a really fun thing to do. I really like the out of doors. I like to be out, to walk, to hike, to camp, and just to enjoy what there is out there. There's so many special places to go. And then I like to be able to interpret the outdoors so that other people can enjoy what I see. So I take a lot of photos. I tend to work from photos. This photo on this book was taken probably by my daughter. I took one that was fairly similar when we were on the Oregon coast. And this piece particularly stuck with me. This is a type of work that I like to do. You probably call it mixed media. It's mixed media because I have a surface protecting coat of acrylic paint underneath everything. And then I'm doing a collage mainly called shigirie, which means it's Japanese torn paper. If you tear the paper, you get a nice uneven edge, and you can make it blend and make it look special, I think. I have traveled a lot in my life. I've worked in Mexico for 2 years. I've been in about 40 different countries. I've traveled alone, with a family group, with my daughter, or with my granddaughter. I just like to go. If somebody says it's time to travel, I say, well, how soon can we leave? And it helps me to understand cultures from other places. So I have, I've written 5 books now, I think. The first one was a dictionary of logging terminology called Timber Talk. My husband was a logger, and I thought that was a good marriage-saving project. But he wasn't very interested, so that didn't work either. The next one I wrote was Celebrate Japan, because I'd been in Japan for some time. I'd lived there with a friend, and when I went back, while I was there, another lady who was a friend of mine did pictures for me of all the main festivals they have in Japan, one for every month. And so I had those beautiful little watercolor paintings, and I had an understanding of them, so I explained them to everybody, just like you would explain Valentine's or Halloween, so that people from other cultures would understand. And the next book I wrote was Zip. Zip is the story of the first part of my life. It's a heavy read. The second book I wrote in that series is called Zipping Along, and it's my life from 1987 till 2003. And it's a much better read. It shows the kind of person that I am, enjoying life. And then I did a book called Art and Soul that has 1 page of my art and 1 page of poetry put together in a nice little book. I have a big family. At least I think it's a big family. We are a big family. We have, Bill and I are, this is another marriage for him and another marriage for me. So he has 3 children. I have 2 children left. My youngest daughter died at 17 of a brain tumor. That was one of the tragedies of life. And I now have 5 grandchildren, and Bill has 4. And then we adopted a couple just because they didn't have any grandparents. Their grandparents had died. This year, coming up, 2021, I'm going to have a show in the Philippines, in Cebu City, on Cebu Island. And I'd really love to be able to be there, but you know, this COVID kind of puts a cramp in your style, so I've had to stay home. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for giving me your time. And if you have questions, please send them to me. I'll put my email on at the bottom of the YouTube video.